What's going on, guys? Daniel here, and wanted to talk about the topic today: change your thoughts and change your life. But before we do that, I've just watched the beautiful sunset. Check that out. I love this little spot that I've got here, shooting videos in the afternoons. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, guys, was reprogramming your mind, changing your mind, your mindset. Because going back for me, before I started my entrepreneurial journey, I really had quite a negative mindset. I didn't understand the power of my thoughts and how I was toxic to myself, how I was limiting my life with the thoughts that I was thinking every day. And I guess when I was working in construction, I was always around negative people. I grew up with the, we were okay. We weren't broke, we weren't poor, but we definitely weren't well off, and we did grow up with that. We can't afford this, we can't afford that, and this becomes a subconscious thing in our life where we're living in limitations. We create this language. And I actually listened to an interview this morning where this guy put it in the most perfect words of how we speak languages. It's like when we're born, when we're a baby, the first words we start speaking is goo goo gaga. That's all we know as a baby. We don't know anything else. There's no awareness. We don't know how to say words or sentences or write a book or anything like that, right? We're still new to the world and we're still learning. So the same thing is with your mindset. So if you're growing up in a negative environment, or you have limiting beliefs based on how you were raised, you had that we can't afford it parents around, or you've never really had anything great in your life. I mean, not great, we all have something great in our life, but you've got those limiting beliefs. So after we learn goo goo gaga, then we might be able to say a word. We might say dog or ball, and we might be able to, after that, write a sentence or say a sentence in a paragraph, and then eventually lead into writing whole books, right? And I guess this is where, when it comes to your mindset and changing your mindset, change your life, this is where it's really important about getting around the right people, the right circle of influence. Because if you're always around the same people that have gotten you the current results that you're getting, you're never going to get the results that you want. So my number one advice is always pick someone who's living the life that you want to live. How do you change that mindset? You got to get to read books from highly successful people. There are so many people out there who all speak of these things, and they elaborate on, they express it in much better ways than I can. I'm just trying to regurgitate this to you guys so you can get some value. But I mean, I changed my mindset by going to seminars, personal development, seminars and webinars. I read books. I read a lot of books, especially audio books. So when I'm driving around, or I'm chilling out on the beach, sunset, I listen to audio. What you want to do is start getting yourself around a different circle of influence, because it's a subconscious thing. When we've constantly been around the same story, the same information, we need to start reprogramming our mind to believing that anything is possible, everything is possible, and your life will really truly change when you change your mindset. If you listen to any successful person on the planet, they will all tell you that it starts with your mindset. And it's not a matter of positive thinking. I said it before, it's so much more than that. It's just a matter of changing paradigms. It literally is a paradigm shift. It really is. It's a different language. From you going from speaking the baby language to writing a book, and it takes time to get there. We need to reprogram the mind, because it doesn't just happen overnight. You don't just hear it once. You need repetition. You need to constantly be hearing, seeing, feeling, and being around these people, reading the right books, being around the right people who are always going to boost you up and feed your mind for success. I mean, success is something different for everybody, but whatever your definition of success is, get around those people who are living that life that you want to live. And that's probably the number one take. If you're not hanging around the right people, you are always going to be dragged back down to where you were. I mean, if you're anything like me, if you grew up in the family having the I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, it was so hard for me to manifest and attract money in my life. It really was, because I had this subconscious block that I couldn't afford it, couldn't afford things. So I've always worked extremely hard on a subconscious level to always be around the right people, always read the right books, and always do whatever it takes to change my mindset. And that's just one area of life. There is so much more than that in spirituality and health. You know, I took health very seriously as well. I mean, and you just trying being fit and healthy if you've got an unhealthy person mindset. Like, you just can't do it. If you're wanting to go and binge and eat lollies and cakes, chocolate and McDonald's and whatever else every day, you've got no respect for health. How do you expect to be healthy? You need to change your mindset. You need to educate yourself. You need to learn about nutrition. You need to learn about fitness. You need to, you know, get around people who are in that industry or who are training, who are fit, and you will naturally rise up to that level. It's the same thing with business, in life, and everything in general. So, sorry, I think got a mosquito. So that's it for me today, guys. You know, drop a comment below, let me know what you think, and again, give me some topics you want me to talk about. This was something that I felt the need to share because it's a topic that I feel very passionately about. So go ahead, guys, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.